Hey guys, good morning. Glad you joined me today. What I want to show you today is this product right here, and this is called kombucha. I've had a few people asking me how I make it because I've been using this stuff for a long time. I drink about that much per day. This stuff is great. Let me give you a little history on this stuff in case you don't know. Kombucha, it's been around forever. It says kombucha is a living health drink made by fermenting tea sugar with a kombucha culture, and that culture is that thing right there, and that's called a SCOBY. You get one every time you make a batch. This is the last one I had. And after 19, I like 19 days. That seems to be my magic number on this stuff. Everybody does it different. You may only want to go 10 days. If you want a little sweeter, go 10 days. I go 19. I get a slightly tartar drink. It's crossed like between apple cider and champagne. Full of B vitamins, healthy. It's good for your gut tract. It says here this stuff's been around for, it comes from China. Way back in 220 BC. Europeans used it, Russia, Japan. Let's see, what else we got here? SCOBY, I said SCOBY. Symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. That is that. I use black and green. I use a little of each, okay? And it's full of vitamins, mineral enzymes, health-giving organic acids. All right. Kombucha and health. Many of benefits reported include improvement in energy levels, disorders, allergies, cancer, digestive problems, candida, hypertension, HIV, chronic fatigue syndrome, arthritis. It is also used externally for skin problems and as a hair wash, among many other things. Okay, so that's that little history. Now what I've got over here is a pot going, hot water. All right. You could use maybe tap water, spring water, but I always use distilled water. Okay, this batch is for 2 gallons, and 2 gallons is going to handle to make 12 16-ounce bottles easily. And what you do is you take half black tea. I use Lipton. I used half black tea and half green. And I take the tags off and I hang each one over the edge like this. I pull the tags. I get 4 in a bundle and I whip a knot in it, okay? You get this water boiling and you drop all these bags in the pot, okay? 16 of them. And then I get a wooden spoon, push them down a little bit. And this water is boiling hot. I just removed it and put it in the back burner. So what I do now is shut off the power, and I set my timer for 15, 16 minutes. Okay? That's all you need. Let it steep for that long. All right? Now, back over here. This pot, by the way, before I throw all my tools in here, and I take white vinegar and I slosh all over these tools and get them nice and clean. And then I come over here and I lay them on a clean paper towel, just like that. And I also, while I'm at it, I get a little bowl like this, and I white vinegar that. This recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar. and you're going, oh my God, he's putting sugar in this stuff. This sugar is completely eaten up by this SCOBY, and it's called, a lot of people call it the mother mushroom. Okay, now I'm going to get in here. This is a muslin cloth. While you're down there at Cloth World, whatever, get you some of this stretchy stuff here. He comes on get it by the foot. That's what holds this on. All right, put this aside. Now you're going to clean your hands off. Put a little white vinegar on your hands like this. All right. Now I've already cleaned all these bottles. I just wanted to show you what I do. I put about that much white vinegar in there. After I drink these bottles, I just rinse it out with, I got well water here. I rinse this bottle out well water, and then I put a cap on it, and I put it to bed in the box. But when I'm cleaning, when I'm pulling them out ready to bottle my kombucha, I do this, and I turn it up and let this white vinegar roll all over that cap like that. That'll clean that cap off. Then you put them over here for loading. These have already been cleaned. I put my funnel, clean funnel, in there, and I put my fine screen. Get a very fine screen, because you're going to have particles floating in this stuff. It's all right. What it is, it's just healthy bacteria floating in that. That's great for your gut tract. Okay. Now I've got to get the SCOBY out of here. Okay. And you're going to make one of these every time. This is like a piece of friggin' tire rubber. All right. This stuff. All right. Take it, put it over here. Now take a cup. I got to get a cup. Hang on. Lost my place here. I got to clean it. Clean this off. Make sure there's no bad stuff. If you guys ever experience when you're making this stuff, when you're doing it, and you get black mold on any of this stuff in here, on that SCOBY, look how pretty white it is, throw it out. You do not want it. Poison. But if you do it exactly the way I'm telling you to do it, with this cleaning method, you won't have any problems. Now this is a finished product. So you're going to need 2 cups of this, because we're making 2 gallons. If you only want to make 1 gallon, cut all this stuff in half. Okay, so there's 1 cup, 2 cups. That is your starter batch culture. So you're going to use this SCOBY and these 2 to start your next batch. All right, I'm going to reach in here and grab this old SCOBY, this old piece of tire rubber, and she's going over there. Now you can feed it to your chickens, you know, whatever. You can taste. I've tasted that thing. That thing doesn't taste like anything. Okay, you could actually eat it. It won't hurt you. All right, but that goes away. You're going to make one of those every time you make this batch. You're going to make this. All right. So yeah, just take and fill these up. Bring it up to right where that neck. Keep yourself down a little bit on there. Nothing to this drink, guys. Nothing to it. I filled that one a little bit more than I usually do. I'll take some out in a minute. But yeah, you've got enough stuff here to make this whole thing. Alright. And you just go through here and you fill all these bottles up. About like that. About like that right there. Alright. Go down to, I'm not going to bore you with filling up all these bottles, alright? But that's it. This is just another little tool for you guys, your holistic toolbox, alright? It's something to give you good, healthy gut bacteria, what you need. Probiotics, that's what you need. I'm in the future show you how to do. I do my sauerkraut. That's another one. And I'm also going to show you how I do my coconut water kefir. It's another great thing for your health gut. You know, all these diseases we got going on today, guys. You got cancer, you've got diabetes, you've got all this craziness going on, and nobody's saying, well, what's causing this? I understand in the 30s, one person in 20 got cancer. Then around the 80s, it went up to like 1 in 10. And now today, guess what? You got 1 in 3 people dying of cancer. Why? Does any of these doctors say why this is happening? I don't think so. They're having too much fun with you. Okay? So, listen, I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be a doctor. You don't need to be a doctor. Just start following holistic things to do, okay? This is coming from the old beekeeper here. Just holistic things to do. It's so simple, it's stupid. All right? Keep a good... They say your health... Your whole health is 90% of your health comes from your gut tract. That's the gut. That's the good bacteria in your gut. You need that. That is what preserves your immune system. I mean, like honeybees are a perfect thing. The main man upstairs made, I think we're like second. Bees are like umpteen million years were made, created before us, okay? And then we come along. Us knuckle draggers came along, and yeah. So start doing things to take care of yourself. We're only here a short time, all right? So this stuff, I'm going to fill up all these. That's enough ass chewing for a little bit. I'm going to fill up all these, all right? Then I'm going to come over here. When this is done, I got 9 more minutes. See, it's getting nice and colored up there. I'm going to put the plug in this sink to speed things up. I'm going to put the plug in this sink. Start filling it water. I'm going to dump a bunch of ice in here. Then I'm going to take that whole pot off the stove and put it in this water bath. Then I'm going to take, while it's still hot in there, I'm dumping this 2 cups of sugar in there and stirring it up with that nice clean wooden spoon until it dissolves. Then I'm taking that other gallon of water over there and I'm going to dump in the pot. That'll help cool it down. You're doing the ice. When you guys come back with a clean finger, don't go out working the chickens and come back and do that. Clean your hands off with the vinegar and stick your finger in there, and if it's cool to the touch, this pot is going to be, empty. Once you get done here, filling these, you're going to have some debris floating in here a little bit. Dump it out. Dump you some vinegar in here. Swish it around. Clean this out. Dump that. Take all this stuff here and put in this pot. Okay? You've got added your sugar. Put everything back into this jar. And then you're going to take this SCOBY, put it in there on top. If it sinks, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And then this 2 cups you put in there. What I do is just hold this, keep the SCOBY held back. I dump that in, and I take my wooden spoon and stir it, kind of just give it a little quick stir, and that will mix, And then you put the SCOBY in. Now it may sink. Don't worry about it. Then you're going to put your cloth back on, and you're going to put it away, and take your little Post-it note or something, and just count up 19 days is what I do, or 10 days. Start checking at 10. You may want to drink it at 10, okay? And I don't think that's about it. Put it to bed. I put it in another room. I put a towel down. I got an old antique chair in there, and another bedroom there that I just parked this stuff on there. You don't have to be in dark. It can be out in the light. Doesn't hurt it to be in sunlight, or not in sunlight, but room light. And just let it go. This is the cheapest thing. If you go to Whole Foods and buy a bottle of this stuff, and I suggest you do that first thing before you get all set up with this stuff, because you can get these at Walmart, you get these online, Amazon, or some wine stores will order them for you. That's where I got these. I could just tell them order me some kombucha bottles. They're 16 ounce. You can get a dozen of them out of this tub. Hey guys, thanks for joining the show today on the old kombucha build. If you buy this stuff like, you know, at Whole Foods or whatever, it's pretty pricey. I think it's $4 or something. And you can make this stuff for pennies, and it's super good for you and everything. So, yeah, I just want to leave you guys with one quick little note, you whippersnappers and older guys too. Best two words you can say to your spouse or girlfriend, okay? And that would be, those 2 words would be, yes, dear, okay? Yes, dear. It'll make your life so much easier. And that's coming from the old beekeeper, all right? And hang in there. This is Steve's Outdoor World. I'll see you on the next show, and be happy. Bye-bye.